Greetings, everyone. This is Jeremiah. 春节快乐，新年快乐, Happy New Year and Happy Chinese New Year. I wish you guys, every single one of you, okay, makes big money, gets healthier, and bad things go away, good things come in, right? Wish you guys nothing more than the sincere best wish into every single one of you, right? Okay, so today we'll be talking about the Thomas Baikal. Now, before the video gets started, this Baikal was bought by me. I bought it with my own money, so I will do my best to make this video less biased, okay? And I've been flipping this thing for almost 3 months because, you know, I'm in China and Thomas is Chinese. So in China, we get to know about these products much more earlier than the West. Okay, so about the flippability about the Baikal, now the flippability is not the most important topic in this video because a lot of YouTubers like Blade Bias and BMX, the Buffness Flips, they have already talked about the flippability of Baikal. And we can all agree that Baikal is a very, very good flipper. It is a light aluminum balisong trainer. It is light momentum balisong trainer. It is light and it is light momentum. If I describe the Kraken's momentum as 1, the Baikal will be 0.9. Okay, I don't know if you can get it, but it has a lighter momentum, a slightly bit lighter momentum than the Kraken. Okay, so what's the main topic for this video? That is the pivot design of the Baikal, not the pivot screw, the pivot itself, okay? Now, there's 5 changes on the new batch of Baikal. The tip is much more rounded. Now this Baikal leg cutout is deeper. The jimping doesn't cut your hand anymore. The channel is not going to cut your hand, and the jimping is a little bit shallower. And one last change is the washer. That is something that most of the people won't mention. Now, the previous Baikal, the old Baikal, uses 1mm washer. Now it uses these standard 0.5mm thick washer, phosphorus bronze washer. Yeah. And only the washer. The bushings, you can see it is so damn thick. In my experience, it is the thickest bushing. It uses the thickest bushing. And Series 2. The Series and Baikal has one of the thickest bushings on a balisong. Okay? So, what does thick bushing do? Now, I have here a deck of cards. Now, let's assume this tip is the bushing. And this this part of handle is the bushing. I'll describe the tip of the knife of the trainer blade as a thin bushing. Now, if we place the washer on this thin bushing, and when we tighten the screw, we are giving pressure, right? So we'll apply pressure on the bushing. You can see the washer will bend. This is phosphorus bronze washer, but the main ingredient is copper. The copper is soft. It will bend no matter of what. So washer on bushing, it bends like this, right? But if we use a thick bushing, it will bend. It will bend as well, but to make the same bend, you'll need to apply a much more bigger amount of pressure to make that happen. So this is the good part of a thick bushing. To make the washer to bend, you need to apply much more force. Because of what? Because the surface area is, this part will, you know what? Let me open this pack. This is Baikal's hardware. You can see this is the bushing, this is the washer. And if I place the washer on top, you can see the contact area is much more wider than standard bushing. And the bushing itself is quite small, so there's not too much space to make the bend touches the blade. Now there's one thing I want to mention. In my opinion, okay? In my opinion, in every single balisong, the washer will touch the blade on a bushing system balisong, okay? And the evidence is that when you disassemble the bushing balisong, you'll see a mark around the pivot area. And that mark will be the same size as your bushing. If it is really like the washer doesn't touch the blade, the washer is just floating on the bushing. Where do these marks came from, right? Doesn't make any sense if the washer doesn't have any contact to the blade. Where do these marks came from, right? So in this structure, if you have a really good tune, because the pressure will spread out by the surface area, the tuning should last longer. And this is something I admire on Thomas Balisong, the Baikal, to be more specific. Now, the Baikal has one of these thick bushings, and the tolerance will be much more better than standard balisong, at least in theory. Now, I've been flipping this thing for almost 3 months, as I mentioned before. Now, if I drop it greatly, oh yeah, this is the play. You can see it is not as good tuned as the point I was unboxing this thing. Thomas Balisong is famous for their tuning. Now, if I drop this thing, you can see I'm dropping this very heavily. The play is not bigger. The play is not bigger. The screw might be a little bit loosened, but the screw is a little bit loosened, but still, if I just tighten the screw, everything will be all right. This is the good part of this thick bushing structure. And like I said, with that kind of tolerance, you can feel free to use Baikal as your beater, as long as you remember to tighten the screw, okay? Now, the 7075 aluminum is aluminum. It is soft. It is softer than titanium, right? But this kind of aluminum is quite strong. It is often used on guns optic. You see the holograms, the red dot, lasers, and I don't know, night visions, flashes, they all uses 7075 aluminum, especially 7075 aluminum made in US. They are top of the quality. So if this kind of aluminum can be used on guns, real firearms, what are you worrying about? It is a very, very good beta balisong for you. If you're looking for a beta balisong which will hold its tune, I think, in my opinion, the Baikal will be a good choice. Now, I really want to flip this thing, but I was just busy talking. I cannot flip very good while I was talking because English is not my native language. Here's a new combo I learned recently. Oh, let's do this again, okay? Let's do this one more time, okay? I'm stopping. It was not smooth. I promise you, off the camera, I'm doing this move much more smoother. I promise you. I promise you. Okay, so very good flipper, great tolerances, good price. That's all I can say about the Thomas Baikal. Thank you for watching this video. If you have different opinion, please leave your comment and let me know. If I'm wrong, please correct me. If you have enough theory to support your opinion, please let me know. And here's our review on a Baikal. And again, wish every single one of you a good, happy new year. 2025, right? So, bye-bye.